Hello, this is Grandmaster Ted Gambella with the latest news. The WWE's Dave Batista is going pro in MMA, trying to join Brock Lesnar as the next great MMA champion. Now, the former WWE heavyweight champion and all-around bad dude Batista is turning pro in the MMA world and trying to join Brock as the next big thing. And he does not currently have a contract with any major MMA organization, but he has been talking with the folks at Strikeforce, and yes, even with the UFC. Here are some interesting facts about Dave Batista and comparing him to Brock Lesnar, who he's trying to join. Batista is 42, Brock Lesnar is 32. Lesnar was a Division I NCAA heavyweight wrestling champion, while Batista was a former bouncer. Batista has wrestled for 10 years. Lesnar only wrestled for about 4 years in the WWE. And Batista's body has taken a severe beating. He has been in the hospital numerous times, had numerous surgery, broken bones, torn muscles, and really for the last couple of years he's almost been injured as much as he's been well, and hasn't been able to wrestle that much. Most people just don't realize how hard it is to be a professional wrestler. 300+ days on the road, traveling from city to city, airplanes, buses, taxis, and they still have to find the time to work out 1 to 2 hours a day before going in the ring live to wrestle. Now, despite the fact that the outcomes of the matches may be predetermined, the fights aren't. And the wrestlers hit each other extremely hard. They take incredible falls and get the crap beaten out of them on a nightly basis. Professional wrestling is undoubtedly one of the most difficult professional sports and has resulted in more young or premature deaths and permanent injuries to its athletes than almost any other sport. The list of wrestlers who have died too young is appalling, and it is still growing. But despite the difficulty and the pain associated with being a professional wrestler, it won't help you in an MMA ring that much. It is totally a different sport and a different world. Let's look at the great street brawler Kimbo Slice and how quickly he fell in the MMA ring. He was knocked out in 45 seconds by a nobody, and he has lost almost half the fights that he's been in. Despite being one of the biggest stars in the MMA world, Kimbo, who also has some of the highest rated pay-per-views in the history of MMA, still gets his butt kicked in the ring by people who are not street fighters, who maybe have never even been into a street fight. But they do know MMA, and Kimbo Slice doesn't. And that brings me back to the point of the story. Dave Batista is a tough guy, he's a big guy, he's a strong guy, but he's not going to succeed in the MMA world. It's just too difficult to sport, and he's way too old to get started. But we do want to see him fight. We like to see him fight, we like to watch him fight, and we like to hear him talk crap. We would love to see him fight Kimbo Slice in the MMA ring. Now that would be something worth watching. This is Grandmaster Ted Gambella. I'll see you next time.